It's 85 degrees out today, and I'm hiking with Cash. We gotta protect his paws. So today we're gonna go over the 3 easy steps on how to protect your Husky's paws when it's hot outside. Conditioning. So Rome wasn't built in a day, and I don't think Usain Bolt came running out of his mom at 26 miles an hour. So what I'm saying here is that we have to start slow and get our way up to be big. And what I mean by this is that Huskies are extremely adaptive, both physically and mentally. So from an early age, what you want to do is just get your puppy out there. Obviously, if it's too hot, don't go out there, but you have to slowly make their way up and condition those paws. It's just like our feet. You know, we build calluses, we get tougher, we get stronger, we build muscles. Same way with Huskies. So as far as getting their paws ready for both hot and cold temps, you have to slowly push the envelope. The trick here is to know your Husky's limitations and to know when your Husky has gone too far. So you have to there's this fine line, and you get to slowly push the envelope with that fine line. But once you start pushing the envelope, you're gonna see the toughness build up in your Husky and the ability for them to kind of handle colder and warmer temperatures as time goes on. It's crazy. This isn't me saying to be reckless with your Husky. It's just slowly building up that tolerance and the ability to be outside when it's either cold or warm. So what I'm saying is be careful, be cautious, be smart, but slowly push that envelope so we can actually get that Husky out there when he needs to be out there. Because if you didn't take your Husky outside when it's cold or hot out, he would go out maybe 3 weeks of the year. So we have to slowly develop those paws to be a little more tough, a little more grit behind them, just so they can be happy. I mean, look at him. He's super happy. Cash, are you happy? Grooming. So grooming is a funny one. Why is grooming on this list? So grooming is on this list simply because, generally speaking, if you take your Husky to the groomer, what's going to happen is they're going to trim those little hairs between the toes, they're going to file those nails down, and they're going to moisturize those paws. And all those things are great and dandy and cute, but the thing is that with the evolution of the Husky, those things are in place to allow your Husky to withstand specific temperatures, cold and warm. So you want to really not do anything. I mean, it seems so crazy to say that, because that's the opposite of what some groomer will tell you. But if you think about it, the hair between the paws keep the paws warm in the winter, and they actually a layer of protection against the heat in the summertime. You don't want to over moisturize the paws either, because what happens when you over moisturize it is that you can take a lot of that toughness out of there. A lot of that toughness comes from that hard, gritty, strong material that is that dry shell of that paw pad. And then the last one with the nails. The nails actually lift the paws off the ground just a little bit and gives them a little more grip. So in the wintertime, it's pretty cool because it actually gives them a little more grip on the ice and snow. But in the summertime, it actually takes their paws just slightly off the ground, enough to not be full contact at all times, which will actually keep their paws a little cooler throughout the day. I'm not saying to not moisturize the paws. There is a time and place for that. And I'm not saying not to clip the nails, because there is a time and place for that too. But if you let nature take its course and you are walking your Husky pretty regularly, you will see the nails file down by themselves. And then if you have a great diet for your Husky, which we've talked about in the past, then you will see your Husky's paw pads not be too dry regularly anyway. So you don't have to worry about too much about that moisturization. Want to add anything? You good? You got it? All right, perfect. As you can see here, Husky's paws are a little funny. They have all that fur, and when they walk, you can actually see that his hair covers a lot of that paw pad, protects it from the heat. So if it's hot outside, you have a little sharper grass, you have a little sharper twigs on the ground, that hair protects those paws. So the more you know. Pretty cool. Whoosh. I guess you. Yeah. All right, guys. What's your secret? All right, some of you guys might know what this is, some of you might not. So what it is basically, it's a Canada-based product. It's wax. It's 100% non-toxic to dogs. It was invented with the sole purpose of sled dogs and protecting their paws during those cold winter sled dog months, right? In the last decade or so, they have figured out that this stuff works extremely well in the summertime as well. So basically how you just apply a little bit to your Husky's paws, it will moisturize, so it will protect it in the sense of moisturizing, so they won't crack, they won't bleed, stuff like that. But what it also does is it adds an extra layer of little wax there that will actually keep your Husky's paws cool or warmer, about 20 degrees. If it's 80 degrees outside and the ground feels like 80 degrees, it's gonna feel like 60 degrees. What's cool about this stuff is it won't stain your floor. A lot of people will actually complain and question if this will, you put this on your Husky's paws, will it stain your carpet? Nope, 100% not stain free. I've never had issues with that. It's good stuff. I bought this about 3 years ago. It's about half full, which is crazy. You only use a little bit, and I only use it a couple times a year. If it's past 80 degrees, 90 degrees, that's when it gets a little weird. What's cool about this as well, because it's wax, it's waterproof. So in the summertime, you put this on there, they go in the river to cool off a little bit, it still will be applied, so you don't have to worry about that. So get yourself some. You can find this at a lot of holistic pet stores. It's fairly cheap, about 15 bucks for this. If you can't find it in your holistic pet store, it's like online, Amazon, all those good places. Definitely get yourself some of this. It's very beneficial. I've never had an issue with it. It's fantastic. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you found any kind of value in this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Look at this guy. He's so freaking cute. So it's 85 degrees out. We were still hiking. So what we're going to do is go find a river. We're going to plane it, cool off a little bit, head back to the car, get this guy in some AC, and we'll see you next week. All right? Say bye, Cash. Say bye. Say bye.